I guess he must have missed the invite in the post or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't tell him?
No.
Yeah.
Why not? He's part of W.A.V.E, right?
Are you accusing me of attacking the
I
guild?
mean, as you would say, the stars have aligned. You had Dreyfus. Next thing I know, the guild hall is attacked.
This world is full of magic. Wondrous creatures, dragons, and wizards all share it together. The Guild of Nova Nimbus rises at the center of it all, but its arcane power fractured with the disappearance of Ankh-Saral. With more questions than answers, the tides of magic have begun to shift, changing the world as we know it. Welcome to Fairy Tale Origins.
We have good news and we have bad news. The good news is, oh, jeez! Are you, no, okay. Well, we'll start with the bad news. The guild has been overrun by beasts, dragons, and evil. The good news is, I suppose we got 5 lucky blocks thanks to the light god, so thanks for that silver lining, but we really gotta get out of here. I did not know dragons were attacking as well. Fantastic. Warp stone's not even fully charged yet. We're just gonna have to fly out of here. Now, I think if I can get out of here and get to, I suppose... Oop. Well, right. No, another dragon. Please don't tell me this is messed up. Just need to be able to get over to here. Come on. Nope, stay back. Okay, just gotta clear this up. No big deal. Just gotta get all this slime off the teleporter. And then we can get out of here. I was expecting to have to go to Mev's place to get one of these going, but this should work just fine as well. That dragon hasn't quite smelled me yet, so... any second now. There we go. No. What are you? Corallium plagued flesh. Fantastic. Let's get out of here. Okay. Back home again. With our 5 lucky blocks that we will open up later. And our live. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take all that down alone. I can't believe that would happen. I'm not exactly surprised. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to call a W.A.V.E meeting. An emergency W.A.V.E meeting. We're going to have to figure out a way to take back the guild. With all probably 3 of us. Yeah, I better not invite Michael. Yeah, with all 3 of us, we should have enough power to defeat any monsters there. Defeat whoever did this. And get the guild back, but... Let's just get our mind off it for now while we wait for the others to arrive. We have constellations. Perhaps the hidden constellation can be a... no, it's not. Constellation is not available. Alright. Well, I guess I can prepare for whatever combat might be available. So I have moved our setup over here for roots, over to here, since I don't necessarily need to constantly use it anymore. I think I have my staff all set up exactly how I want it. Of course, I have the Acid Cloud, the Radiance Beam, and the Time Stop, but the new spell, and probably the final spell that I'm going to be using, is this one. Creates a circle around me, much like an Interdiction Torch would, except I can cast this at will, and it'll block even more kinds of projectiles. Even a dragon breathing at me would be reflected back at him. So that's pretty good. I've gathered up all these materials, and I think my powder pouches are nearly full. Looks like I could use a little bit more aubergine seeds. How much do I have? They're all here. Oh, I got tons of aubergine seeds. So let's get that all filled up in case it does come down to some tough combat where I need all of my stuff. And there's all different kinds of elements to this stuff now. There's new kinds of magic, or old kinds of magic, depends on how you want to think about it, but different kinds of magic have returned to the world. Which might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing. Let's see, yes, that is all the pouches I need. My bending is still at full component. Maybe I can get that last Ender Dragon scale. I don't want to push Zaya for it, because, you know, it's her scales, but we will have to... really blue? Just more ice, of course. No surprise there. Just, if you're gonna make a nest like Aurora has, you're gonna need to do it somewhere else. So let's fall down here. Oh, surprising they didn't jump up trying to save me. But that's fine. You two, I'm gonna get the shears out. So let's grab the diamond shears. and just see if they're willing to part with a couple of scales. You guys hungry? I suppose I could get you some fish, even though fish are gross. And one for you, and one for you. You guys don't eat too much. And yeah, I was afraid that with the hearts popping up that you guys would, you know, breed or something, but I guess it's, you know, one's nether, one's the end. Completely different worlds. Makes sense that that wouldn't work. But let's see if you want to give me any more scales. Nope. What about you? No. Might need to find another way to get scales. Maybe we need to find another ender dragon to get the final scale we need. It's possible. It's quite possible. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be able to manage. Just, I don't want to hurt you to get the scale. You need your scales more than I do. Probably. I mean, I might be really needing the armor, but honestly, with Armara protecting me, I don't think I need the armor. So, we should be perfectly fine. But let's see if we can prepare ourselves for this W.A.V.E meeting.
You called?
Yeah, it's really important. You know if Richie's coming?
Yeah, he should. I sent him a message. Hopefully he
I'm
gets
right
it
here,
soon.
guys.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Richie?
Yeah.
See you, bro, Michael.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
I guess he must have missed the invite in the post or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't tell him?
No.
Yeah.
Why not? He's part of W.A.V.E, right?
Yeah, he's part of W.A.V.E. Well, guys, the guild is destroyed.
What?
Yeah. So
we
I've
know.
seen.
I didn't.
Everyone there is dead or missing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you know a lot about that, don't you, Xylo?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, I'm sure you were there. Right after you captured Dreyfus.
Excuse me? Wait,
Uh-huh.
are you accusing me of attacking the guild?
I mean, as you would say, the stars have aligned. You had Dreyfus. Next thing I know, the guild hall's attacked.
Okay, well, how do I know it wasn't you? Because I figured out the guild was attacked after you took Dreyfus from me.
Well, okay, guys. All right, let's not point fingers.
Where is Dreyfus? Is what I'm asking.
He's safe.
Yeah, safe.
Not gonna tell him
Better
anymore.
be.
He's. Tell you later. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Dreyfus is safe with Richie. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, I'm not gonna tell them where
that
he-
makes me
where
feel a
he
lot
is.
better, though. That's fine. I
In
trust
a coma.
a lot more
okay?
than it's...
Yeah. When I took him from where you had him, Xylo, you don't treat your prisoners very well, you know.
Well, sorry. I don't feed
was out
vampires a
cold.
ton of blood. And maybe he was out
out
cold because of all the
cold.
magic you were casting right next to his face, trying to attack me. Ever think of that?
What?
Wait,
That's
you attacked
insane.
him?
Yeah. I came here after
Mhm.
after he was supposed to give me his unicorn horn. Okay. And then I found Dreyfus locked up. Of course I'm gonna get angry. Dreyfus is my best friend.
And wouldn't let me explain everything to you, which I tried to do.
But all I know is that you attacked Dreyfus.
I did.
Okay.
He attacked
And
me
you had him
first.
locked up. You didn't tell anybody about it. You just had him locked up.
That is kind of shady.
Yeah. Well, I was
Just a
going to
little
tell
bit.
you guys. I just didn't want to get him involved because I knew how
Oh,
he would react.
Were you gonna tell us by not inviting me to a W.A.V.E meeting?
Yes, that would have probably been exactly my move.
So you just were never gonna tell me that you had Dreyfus locked up. You know that doesn't solve the problem of me
What a-
getting angry that you have Dreyfus locked up.
I'm not concerned about you or your feelings. I'm sorry. I'm more concerned about the guild that's been taken over.
Well, yeah, that's the part of the problem. You know, you take Dreyfus and you leave him locked up. Who's gonna protect the guild? Who's gonna keep it under control? And now it's attacked.
Yeah, it is.
I bet it was Colin. I'll tell you now, he's real evil.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, definitely possible.
Wouldn't put it past him. He's been
Of course not.
doing a lot of evil things lately.
Could be something
Yeah,
worse.
Actually, I haven't seen him for a little while. Ever since the whole incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
Incident?
Yeah, what
With
incident?
Xylo.
Oh, yeah,
Which
there was
one?
a few of those, actually.
The most recent one. The one where I'm like this now. By the way, thanks for that. You
Wait, you saw him?
Colin was there when that happened?
Huh? No. Cullen wasn't. I mean, I haven't seen him since that happened. Like, it's
Okay.
been a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since I attacked his, base with the whole firestorm, so.
I bet he's
Yeah.
plotting something.
He could
That
be.
has something to do with taking out the guild. Has something to do with it, right?
Could be.
Well,
Or
the
he could
guildmaster
be-
was taken out
yeah.
of commission. He seemed to just
could
want
also-
to be attacking me.
He could also be power hungry, feeling like he's all powerful, being the only real vampire left.
Wait. You said Dreyfus attacked you, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he was under some form of mind control, do you?
He seemed more or less like himself, and I never exactly got along with him, but it does make sense. I thought those vampires were just, pranking me, throwing all this blood and stuff all around my base this one time. But that was the first thing Dreyfus saw when he came here.
So of course he'd attack you. He thinks you're evil. It's the reason I was exiled from Nimbus in the first place.
And then when I finally did beat him and get him locked up, he stopped talking to me after he, got called out for being a vampire.
He probably thinks you're evil, that's why. Why did he tell you anything?
Well, I started accusing him of evil, and that's when he shut up. So I don't know.
This is a lot of evil talk.
Yeah. So what are
I
we
don't know
gonna
who's
do?
not evil.
We have to take the guild back.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
There's got some sort of army there guarding it, though. Dark soldiers.
So I saw.
And there's monsters
Couldn't-
just walking around.
I couldn't even damage him with my earthbending.
Even if we take it back, like, who's gonna manage it? It's just gonna be us there.
And
Then we gotta wake up Dreyfus.
I'm trying, okay? I'm using all the medical knowledge that I know, all the medical magic.
Maybe it's not medical knowledge that we need. Maybe there's something we're
Huh.
missing.
Hear me out. I got a kind of a crazy idea. See that
Okay.
building over there?
Yeah.
That wasn't exactly built from the ground up. It was teleported from the edge of Nova Nimbus as part of it was collapsing.
Really?
Yeah. I know someone who's pretty good with teleportation, and if one building can be teleported, maybe the guild hall could be moved somewhere else. Somewhere away from all those monsters. Away
We're gonna
from...
teleport the entire guild hall.
Okay.
Might
At
be
least
possible. Might be the only way to save it.
if we move the guild hall, then in enough time we could build it back up and save Nimbus itself.
It's definitely possible. Like, we already know the island is crumbling and falling to bits. It's only a
Yeah.
matter of time until the entire guild hall collapses anyway.
Yeah.
I guess we do need to rebuild, considering we might be the only wizards left.
Yeah.
Well, that's not troubling at all. So we teleport the
No.
entire guild. Fantastic. It's probably not
Cool.
going to be
Do we
as
see that
easy as it
exactly?
sounds.
no.
Well, I can always move it, or not move it, but separate it from the current Earth it's in.
Wait, you've gotten back into your whole earthbending thing?
Yeah. Long story short, Xylo, that sword of yours, it did something to me. And the anger and rage, I've been able to get back into earthbending thanks to it.
I
I can
mean,
control
huh.
it now.
I definitely couldn't carry it with an air bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's-
don't think
it's a
that's
little
going to be
weak.
the
I'm not
best
that
thing
good.
to do. But I think
No.
if you can dislodge the island, I might be able to get it teleported away.
I can
But we-
separate it, but I can't move it.
Well, I guess we have a
And-
plan. Still gonna need to figure out a way to deal with all the monsters while that's happening.
Not only
We
that,
have to fight them. A distraction,
Yeah.
maybe?
there's still one glaring thing we need to realize. It's gonna be a large amount of magic. Large enough that anyone's gonna sense it, including Orange.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna draw people to it. It's gonna draw monsters to it. There's gonna be a fight no matter what.
And regardless of how strong he is, I think the four of us can take him.
Well, it might not be the four of
that's
us.
a
If
good
you and
point.
me are busy actually making it happen, it might be up to you two.
True.
Oh,
What if he doesn't come alone?
Yeah.
What do
We
you
don't know
mean?
where everyone's allegiances lie. Okay,
What do you mean, Richie?
there's Austin.
These two
thought you
usually
spoke to
working
him.
together.
Yeah. We're not exactly cool, but I also don't think him and Colin are cool. I don't think he likes anybody, actually.
Okay. So hopefully, either he
Wait.
just stays out of it entirely, as long as he doesn't side with Colin.
Could be a whole other problem.
Yeah. His dragons can be a formidable opponent for sure.
Yeah. And he really hates you.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Really doesn't like you.
Yeah, I get that. I get that vibe from him.
Does
So-
he still
So-
think? Does he still think that he killed his mother? Your guys' mother?
Probably. Oh,
He doesn't. I told him.
and he believes it.
Well, my dad confirmed it, and we would trust
Oh.
him.
Well, maybe he doesn't
I
hate
should
me
say
quite as
our
much
dad.
anymore. At least he doesn't have much reason to anymore.
I don't think
He
that's
still
true.
thinks you kill dragons. Innocent
Well,
dragons.
Not innocent. Okay. Whatever. This is gonna
You
take a
can
while
say
to
it or
set
not,
up.
but he won't believe it.
Yeah.
He even thinks I killed dragons.
Mm.
I
That's rough.
I did the same as him. Okay, we both went with Mario. We both killed one dragon, an evil dragon, to get an egg. That's it. We
Mhm.
saved the child.
Yeah. I don't know how innocent he thinks he is. We found those dragon eggs in his base. How do you think he got those?
Exactly. I think he thinks he's doing right, but he doesn't realize that it's wrong.
He's confused, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's my job to bring him back, if I can.
Well, if you can do anything else to help with that, it might be a good idea to make that happen before we start whatever's about to go down.
The last thing I'd want is to have to fight him.
Yeah,
I'll
it's gonna
try.
be a lot to contend with as it is. But
yeah.
I guess we'll start preparing. It's gonna
When this
take.
does start
Alright.
happening, you two should watch your back, because if we're making the distraction and fighting off the guild, and you guys are doing a lot of magic, well, somebody could blindside you.
Yeah.
Possible.
We'll be ready.
Yeah.
Star's
We'll
on
be-
our side apparently. Both of us now, it seems.
Well. Yeah.
All right. I guess that's a wave meeting to conclusion.
That's something else we should bring up.
What?
What?
Where we should meet. I don't think
Yeah.
meeting here is probably the best all the time.
Yeah, we can't exactly use our old meeting spot anymore.
Mm-mm,
It's kind of overrun.
Mm-hmm.
We need a new
I'll-
spot.
I had an
Yeah.
idea.
What was that?
You did?
The mountain behind me. You told me it was strong with astral magic, right?
Yeah, it's a very strong mountain for astral magic. Mm-hmm.
Everyone here is basically in tuning themselves with astral magic. Why not make that spot like where we build our new base? Wave base.
It's a little bit close, isn't it?
I mean,
We'll find somewhere. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
immediately. I think priority is to save the guild. But we'll get to
Yeah,
that soon.
that's- Maybe that's something we figure out after the guild is saved.
I think that's a good idea.
mhm.
All right. I hereby disclose this meeting adjourned.
We don't
Disclose.
usually do that.
Yeah,
No,
we
we
just
just kinda
walk
leave.
away.
Yeah.
Well, you know, maybe we could do that. You know.
Not our style.
See you guys later.
So-
Yeah. You'll know where to find me if you need me.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll be back at my base.
Bye, everyone.
Wait, this is my house. This is my house. I suppose that meeting went as well as one could assume. So, not too bad. What do you think, Armara? Was that a very successful wave meeting? I mean, Michael came here. He didn't try to attack me, so that's a good sign. I didn't try to attack him. That's a good sign. And the other guys saw that we can work together. Hopefully we actually can work together when this crazy plan comes into action. I'm gonna have to talk to Hannah about the possibilities of teleporting an even larger building. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's possible, Armara. I would imagine it's possible, but I don't know for sure. One thing we'll definitely need, though, is we'll need to find somewhere that can be used as a location for the guild. So, we're gonna need to kind of do a little stealth mission and measure out how large the guild is. We're gonna need to, get a little bit more movement, both telekinesis and teleporting magic, just so we can get the thing out of the ground and then teleported. And then we're going to need to actually enact the plan. So, Armar, how about you can just wait right here. I'm going to test out a new spell So how about we do a little bit of that telekinesis one? We know it worked. We've used it on a fairy before. But this time, let's see if we can make it so it only comes into action when it targets blocks. Because that might be very useful for this endeavor. So let's... Oh, nice. You're learning how to use your frost breath. Good to know. We need to go ahead and get a unicorn horn, coal, sugarcane, and devil dust. So we need the coal. We need the sugarcane. And then we'll need the other ingredients. Perfect. We have everything. So let's start getting all this stuff put together, and hopefully it'll be enough to be able to move blocks at will. I mean, I'm assuming it'll work. The only thing I'm having doubts about is what if it's just not as much as I thought it would be. Oh, we actually need the horns. So let's grab them. There we go. Because it might only be able to move one block at a time. So I'd have to augment it substantially for it to really move at the rate we want things to go. So there's the devil dust. Here's the nacra pearl. And hopefully this will all charge in successfully. It still seems things are floating around. Where'd all the other ingredients go? Oh. Well, now there seem to be. Oh, here comes the jump. There we go. We have our spell. Now if we put this on top of a staff, which I think I'm all out of staves in there. So let's grab a staff. Let's just grab a bunch of them so we can load up the chest so we don't have to keep grabbing them out. Because we've been doing a lot of this magic lately. But this probably means we're going to, use this magic whenever we feel like we need to. But probably move on to some other magics. Because, as we mentioned, this might not be the strongest magic. But I guess there's only one way to find out if this is going to work. Let's try tearing a log out of this tree. Some nice ironwood should be a good example. Come on. Doesn't look like I can move blocks. I can move, things and creatures around, but not necessarily blocks by the look of things. It's hardly even stopping me from doing anything. Maybe it only means blocks on the ground. Man, this wizardry stuff can be a little bit, literal sometimes. So there's a block on the ground. No, I can't even move that. Oh, wait, nope. I definitely did move that. So, I'm actually making this leap up quite a bit in the air. I'm pushing it around, but, we wanted to do a little bit more than that. I wanted to be able to control it, which is why we made this into a beam spell, so we can channel it much like we did with the other creatures. So I'll try to work on something else for that. Let's test it on you. Yeah, I can just kind of slightly push you around and fling you up in the air, but doesn't seem I can move you with this. So I suppose this is just going to go into junk. But I will try to make another one that can move entities around just to make sure that works. I also made sure to add a lot more power elements to this, so hopefully it'll, conduct a whole lot easier, or more effectively rather. So we just need to grab a staff here, and you're still going to be the test Armara. Don't worry, it's completely harmless. Oh, maybe. Oh, what? Oh, I thought that worked for a second. Maybe it is completely harmless, because this only seems to be flinging you up in the air. I'm gonna admit, I think I know what I did wrong with the spell. I made it so it'll affect everything rather than just specifically entities. So I might need to make it specifically, affect entities. Because it certainly has enough power, but doesn't look like it's, draining my mana too much even with this effect, so we should be okay. So let's, junk this one as well. Do spikes destroy items? No, they do not. Into the fire with ya! Oh, and it's already turning dark again. I guess we better check out the telescope. I really want to find this final constellation, because with the other, the other guys are looking around for constellations and dipping themselves into astral sorcery, some quite literally. I kind of want to make sure I master it first, because what if one of them finds the hidden constellation before I do? That'll be pretty embarrassing, but it doesn't seem like this is it at all. So, let's just keep on looking. Now, I've heard rumors that it'll only appear directly after a solar eclipse. So that explains why it's extremely rare, but we're going to have to find out for ourselves. So Armara, I'm going to let you go back in the horn. You've been a brilliant test subject, but I need to find a spot that's going to be a proper... Oh, I kind of want to make that spell first. I'm going to make a spell and then find a spot to be a proper location for us to potentially teleport a guild hall to? Okay, just one more attempt with this telekinesis spell. So, now that I have the new pearl, it's targeting entities. Should just have to put it in a staff, and it... You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of completely forgot this thing did this. But it doesn't seem it can affect me any. At least not from that standpoint. I really gotta test out with these pillars a little more often. But we're trying to make a staff here so we can control it ourselves. Ooh, maybe with a bunch of these doing that, though. That's assuming that this works, and... Okay, it seems to still work, just not super effectively. You know, maybe Armara is just resistant to it. We didn't even think of that. Maybe it's just been working the whole time. Well, except for when I tried it on blocks. Hey, Blue? You want to be a test subject? I'm just a little curious. Ooh, I can't even target certain parts of you. It's a little strange. Well, yeah, okay. Maybe dragons are just resistant to it. Because I've used it before on fairies. So it will work. And maybe if I get enough of those pedestals, we can actually use those to mark out where we want the thing to be teleported to. So, let's see. What are these things called again? Pearl holders. Yes, they are. So we can use these when we find the spot. Now, of all the different spots we could put a guild hall, one, we're going to need to kind of measure the size of it, but two, I kind of want it to be nearby. This way it's, you know, close to me, so if it's attacked again, I'll be able to defend it. The other guys, you know, might disagree with that slightly, but I don't think they can argue with the fact that it would be better to have one of us defending it. So, how about I put it over here-ish, maybe? There's some good open land. It's a little, you know, there's a bit of a ravine there, but there's a good amount of open space here. So that could be a potential place. And it will have Aurora and Fornax watching over it. Over here, it might be a little too cramped between the two mountains. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this look of this valley, and it's the only natural water nearby. Over here, it's just a bunch of expansive forest, and although we could do that, it would kind of destroy the forest, so that might not be a good play either. So I think, yeah, over here we have our Time Grove, and the Time Grove once was a big empty spot, but now it's grown to be a very integral part of this area, and everything else is just forest. So yeah, if I'm going to do it close by myself, then if this hill is large enough, that might be a good spot for it. Oh yeah, and there's another temple right over there. Or it would have to go over here after all of this stuff. And it would clear out some forest, of course, but much better than, you know, clearing out the massive forest or the jungle over on the other side. So I think that would be ideal. Now all that's left is to open up these 5 lucky blocks gifted to us by you, the light gods. Of course, every 200 of those likes will give us a block, but this block has armor. This block has a well. I'm going to save that for a second from now. This one has some materials. This one has some horses. I really hope that well isn't explosives. That's an explosive, though. Okay, well. You're now... Okay, you were a ghost and undead, and... Well, now I don't have to worry about everything exploding, because it already happened. Yeah.